The sun rises over the savannah. It paints the sky in shades of orange and gold. This vast land stretches as far as the eye can see. It is a world of grass and scattered trees. The air is cool in the early morning. A gentle breeze whispers through the tall grasses. This is a kingdom of immense beauty, but it is also a land of constant struggle. Survival is a daily challenge here. Every creature plays its part in this ancient drama. The land itself seems to breathe, alive with the promise of a new day. Underneath the vast open sky, the landscape awakens. Small creatures stir from their slumber. The first calls of birds break the morning silence. The earth is dry and cracked in places, waiting for the rains. Acacia trees stand like lonely sentinels against the horizon. Their flat tops provide shade from the harsh sun that will soon follow. The scent of dust and dry grass fills the air. This is a place of raw, untamed power. It is a world where only the strong and the smart will endure. The heat begins to build as the sun climbs higher. The cool morning air gives way to a warm, heavy blanket. The world shimmers in the growing light. Distant mountains appear hazy like a dream on the edge of the world. The sounds of the savannah change. Insects begin their buzzing chorus. A distant rumble could be thunder, or it could be the movement of a great herd. The landscape seems to hold its breath. It is waiting for the great players to take their stage. This is a theater of life and death. Every element here is connected. The grass feeds the herds. The herds feed the predators. The predators, in turn, shape the land itself. Nothing is wasted. Nothing is without purpose. The cycle of life is unbroken. It is a delicate balance, forged over thousands of years. From the smallest termite to the largest elephant, each has a role. And at the very top of this world, a true king watches over his domain. His presence is felt long before he is ever seen. The lion. Here, in the shade of a rocky outcrop, the pride rests. This is the Lion Dynasty, a family bound by blood and loyalty. They are the rulers of this vast territory. The lionesses lie together, their bodies a tapestry of tawny fur. Their breathing is slow and steady. They are the hunters, the mothers, the true strength of the pride. Their bond is unbreakable. They have faced countless dangers together. They have raised generations of cubs in this very land. Their shared history is etched into the earth beneath them. The cubs are the future of the dynasty. They tumble and play, full of boundless energy. Their small paws bat at their mother's tails. Their tiny roars are soft and harmless for now. But in their play, they are learning vital skills. They are practicing the arts of stalking and pouncing. They are learning the social rules of the pride. Their mothers watch them with patient, loving eyes. Every playful fight is a lesson. Every gentle cuff is a reminder of their place. They are the hope for the future. The dominant male is a magnificent sight. He is the king. His dark mane is a crown of power and experience. He lies a short distance from the others, ever watchful. His massive head rests on his paws, but his eyes miss nothing. He is the protector of the pride and their territory. His presence alone is enough to deter most challengers. His scars tell stories of battles won. He carries the weight of his kingdom on his broad shoulders. His duty is to ensure the survival of his bloodline. The bond within the pride is their greatest weapon. It allows them to hunt animals much larger than themselves. It allows them to defend their territory against rivals. It provides safety and comfort in a harsh world. The gentle nuzzles and shared grooming strengthen their connection. They are more than just a group of lions. They are a single, coordinated unit, a family, and their shared strength is what makes them the undisputed masters of the savannah. This is the heart of their power. The afternoon sun is relentless. The heat presses down on the land. The pride remains in the cool shadows, conserving energy, but the king is restless. He lifts his heavy head. His nostrils flare, tasting the air. The wind carries stories from across the plains. It brings the scent of distant rain. It brings the scent of the grazing herds. And today it brings something else, something unsettling, a scent that does not belong here. It is the scent of a stranger, a rival. The lion rises to his full, impressive height. He stands on the edge of the rocks, a powerful silhouette against the sky. He turns his head slowly, listening. His ears twitch, catching the faintest sounds. The familiar buzz of insects, the call of a distant bird. But there is another sound too. A low, deep rumble that is not thunder. It is a roar, but it is not his own. It comes from the edge of his territory. It is a challenge, a question of his authority. The lionesses feel the tension. They stop their lazy grooming. Their heads lift and their ears turn toward the sound. The cubs sense the change in their mothers and fall silent. The playful atmosphere is gone. It is replaced by a quiet alertness. They know this sound means danger. The pride looks to their king. They trust his strength. They rely on his courage to keep them safe. His every move is now filled with purpose. The peace of the afternoon has been shattered. The king lets out a roar of his own. It is a sound that tears through the hot air. It is a deep, guttural declaration of his power. It travels for miles across the savannah. It is an answer to the challenger. It says, "This land is mine, this family is mine. Do not come closer." The sound echoes off the distant hills, a wave of pure dominance. The battle has not yet begun, but the lines have been drawn. The whispers on the wind have become a clear and present threat. As dusk begins to settle, the sky transforms. The brilliant blue of the day gives way to deep purples and fiery reds. Dark clouds gather on the horizon. A storm is coming. The air grows heavy and thick with moisture. The wind picks up, rustling the dry grass with a nervous energy. The approaching storm mirrors the tension within the pride. The scent of the rival lions is stronger now. They are closer. The time for rest is over. The time for action is near. The dynasty must prepare to defend its home. The lionesses rise one by one. They are sleek, powerful machines of muscle and instinct. Their golden eyes are focused and sharp in the fading light. They begin their ritual of preparation. They stretch their long bodies, limbering up their powerful legs. They greet each other with low growls and head rubs, reinforcing their bond. They know what is coming. They have faced this threat before. They will stand together, a wall of claws and teeth, to protect their cubs and their home. Their unity is their shield. The cubs are gathered and hidden. Their mothers lead them to a dense thicket, a safe place where they will be concealed from danger. They are told to be silent. They must not make a sound. The little ones huddle together, their wide eyes full of fear and confusion. They can feel the electricity in the air. They can hear the distant rumble of thunder and the closer rumble of their father's warning growls. Their playtime is over. The harsh reality of their world is now upon them. They are the precious future that must be protected at all costs. The king patrols the border of his territory. He walks with a slow, deliberate pace. His massive paws make no sound on the dusty ground. He marks his territory with his scent, a clear message to the intruders. He is a solitary figure against the darkening landscape. The first drops of rain begin to fall, cold and heavy. They dot the dust on his mane. He does not flinch. His gaze is fixed on the horizon, where the shadows are deepest. He's waiting for the enemy to show themselves. From the shadows they emerge, two male lions. They're younger, but, they're strong and full of ambition. These are nomads, brothers who have traveled for miles in search of a kingdom to call their own. Driven by hunger and a deep instinct to establish their own dynasty, they see the richness of this territory. They see the healthy lionesses. They see a prize worth fighting for. The brothers walk side by side, a united front. Their movements are confident, almost arrogant. They've come to claim this land. The old king does not back down. He stands his ground, a lone monarch facing an invasion. The two intruders stop. They're 100 yards away. The space between them is charged with immense tension. The rain is falling harder now, plastering their fur to their powerful bodies. Lightning flashes across the sky, illuminating the scene in a brilliant, stark light. For a moment, they are like statues in a grand, epic drama. The world seems to hold its breath. This is the moment of decision. The clash of kings is about to begin. The intruders make the first move. They fan out, trying to circle the king. It's a classic tactic. They hope to attack him from two sides, to overwhelm him with their combined strength. But the king is experienced. He's seen this before. He pivots, keeping them both in his sight. He lets out a low, menacing growl that is a deep vibration in his chest. It's a warning, a promise of the violence to come. He will not give up his kingdom easily. He will fight to the death to protect his family. Then the world erupts in a storm of fury. The younger lions charge. The king meets them with a deafening roar. The sounds of the fight are terrifying. The snarls and growls are mixed with the crash of thunder. It's a blur of claws and teeth. They roll and tumble in the mud, each trying to find a weakness in the other. This is not a game. This is a battle for survival, a battle for the future of the pride. The Lion dynasty is being torn apart. Only the strongest will remain. Days later, the storm has passed. The land is washed clean. The pride survived the invasion, but the old king is gone. One of the new males now wears the crown. The other has moved on. A new era has begun, but the pride is hungry. The battle has disrupted their lives, and the herds have moved on. The lead lioness knows they must hunt. The survival of the cubs depends on it. She rises, her body lean and hungry. She scans the horizon with an intensity born of desperation. The gauntlet of the hunt has been thrown down. She spots a lone wildebeest separated from its herd. It is a risky target, large and powerful, but they have no choice. The lioness moves with incredible stealth. She uses every dip in the land, every clump of grass for cover. Her body is low to the ground. She is a silent, golden shadow moving through the savannah. Her pride sisters see her signal. They understand the plan without a word. They begin to spread out, forming a deadly crescent. They will work together as they always have. Their teamwork is their most formidable weapon. The tension is almost unbearable. Every muscle in the lioness's body is coiled like a spring. She waits for the perfect moment. The wildebeest is nervous. It senses danger, but it cannot see the source. It lifts its head, sniffing the air. The lioness freezes, becoming one with the landscape. She must be patient. A single mistake could ruin the hunt and leave her family hungry for another day. The sun beats down on her back. The minutes stretch into an eternity. Her focus is absolute. Then she explodes from her cover. The chase is on. It is a race of life and death. The wildebeest is fast, but the lionesses are relentless. They work in perfect harmony, driving the animal toward a designated ambush. The lead lioness puts on a final burst of speed. With a mighty leap, she latches onto the wildebeest's flank. Her sisters close in. The struggle is immense, a chaotic display of power and will. But the pride's desperation gives them strength. Tonight, the Lion Dynasty will eat. They have proven their resilience once again. The new king surveys his domain. He is a magnificent animal in the prime of his life. His mane is not as dark as the old king's, but it is thick and full. He bears fresh scars from the battle that won him this kingdom. They are marks of his victory, symbols of his power. He walks the boundaries of his territory every morning and every evening. His powerful roars echo across the plains, a constant reminder to all that a new ruler is in charge. He is establishing his dominion. The lionesses are wary of him. He is not the father of their cubs. They watch him with cautious eyes. They know the harsh laws of the savannah. A new king often kills the cubs of his predecessor to bring the females back into season. It is a brutal but effective way to ensure his own bloodline continues. The mothers are fiercely protective. They keep their cubs close. They will defend them with their lives. The pride is a tense and uncertain place. The new king must win their trust. The king is surprisingly patient. Perhaps he understands that a divided pride is a weak pride. He does not harm the cubs. Instead, he protects them. He drives away hyenas that come too close. He shares his kills with the entire family. He is proving his worth not just as a fighter, but as a provider and a guardian. Slowly, the tension begins to ease. The lionesses start to accept him. They understand that his strength is now their strength. The dynasty under new leadership begins to heal. He carries the scars of his past, both visible and invisible. The life of a male lion is one of constant conflict. He was once a nomad, driven from his own birth pride. He has known hunger and loneliness. He has fought many battles to get here. These experiences have made him strong. They have made him a survivor. He knows that his reign could be challenged at any moment, just as he challenged the king before him. And so he remains ever vigilant, the weight of his new crown a constant presence. Weeks turn into months. The new king has settled into his role. The cubs are growing and they have accepted him as their protector. The pride is strong again. They hunt successfully. They defend their territory with a united front. The king has proven himself, but the crown is heavy. His life is a cycle of patrols and vigilance. He cannot afford a moment of weakness. He must constantly reaffirm his dominance. His roars are nightly testament to his power. The pressures of leadership are immense. One evening, as the sun sets, he rests on the same rocky outcrop where the old king used to lie. He looks out over his kingdom. The land is peaceful. The herds graze calmly in the distance. The sounds of the savannah are gentle and familiar. For a moment, he is not just a king. He is a part of this vast, beautiful landscape. He is connected to everything around him. He is a link in a chain that stretches back through countless generations of lions. He is a symbol of both majesty and vulnerability. He is the most powerful predator in this land, yet his position is never truly secure. He is at the mercy of injury, illness, and the endless ambition of younger, stronger lions. His reign, like the reign of all kings, is temporary. He is simply a caretaker of this land and this bloodline for a short time. He is a fleeting moment of power in the grand, timeless story of the savannah. His duty is to hold it for as long as he can. As darkness falls, he lets out a deep, resonant roar. It is not a challenge or a threat. It is something different. It is a statement of existence. It is the sound of the wild, untamed heart of Africa. It is the voice of the Lion Dynasty, a dynasty that has seen kings come and go, a dynasty that has endured storms and invasions, a dynasty that will continue long after his time is done. The roar fades, and the night belongs to the stars and the silence. The cycle continues. The sun will rise again tomorrow. The cubs will grow stronger. The hunts will succeed or fail. New challenges will arise. The story of the savannah has no end. It is a story written in the dust and the grass, in the scars of a king and the eyes of a cub. The lion dynasty is more than just one lion or one pride. It is an idea. It is the embodiment of strength, family, and the enduring will to survive in a world of breathtaking beauty and relentless danger. The land itself is a testament to this legacy. The ancient rocks have witnessed the rise and fall of countless kings. The wind has carried the roars of generations. The riverbeds hold the memories of 1,000 hunts. This is a kingdom not made of stone and mortar, but of blood, instinct, and an unbreakable connection to the wild. The lions are not just living in this environment, they are a part of it. They shape it, and in turn, it shapes them. Their story is the story of Africa itself. We look upon these magnificent animals with a sense of reverence and awe. We see their power, their grace, and their complex social lives. We are reminded that the world is much larger and older than our own experience. We see the delicate balance of an ecosystem where every life has purpose and every death gives life to another. The story of the lion is a mirror reflecting the raw, powerful, and often brutal beauty of the natural world. It is a story that commands our respect. And so the Lion Dynasty strikes back, not with a single act of aggression, but with the quiet, persistent act of living. They strike back against hunger, against rivals, against the endless challenges of their world. They endure, they adapt, they continue. Their legacy is not written in books. It is roared into the night sky. It is carried in the blood of their cubs. It is an unbroken chain of life, stretching from the distant past into the unknown future, forever a part of the wild and majestic soul of the savannah.